Hi there, Aries. This is your reading for the week ahead. We're gonna have a look what is coming for you. You might have a really intense week actually because full moon is in your sign and you could feel all the feelings. And also Mercury enters Scorpio, so you might have deeper conversation, but let's dive into your reading. You starting with a hermit, it feels like you pulling back a little, taking some space to figure things out on your own. But I don't feel like it's about loneliness, it's more about reflecting and want to trust your inner light again. So I feel the hermit is saying to take a moment, step away from the crowd and let your light guide you. And even the Nine of Wands confirms that energy. It feels like you are tired, but you are not giving up. That is the kind of vibe what I feel with this Nine of Wands. You might feel like you've been through a lot lately, like things were happening again and again, but you are still standing and you are still holding your ground. It's like, when someone had like 9 rounds of fight, but they are still holding the line. So if you come this far, you are not quitting now. So if you feel you've been testing again and again, the Nine of Wands is a reminder there that you are almost at the finish line because you have the Sun as well, and there's a really optimistic card, really joyful card. So I feel like also clarity and joy breaking through to your life. It's kind of a reminder that you haven't lost your spark. So I think you can still find some optimism and maybe a bit of fun this week. But right now it feels like you are in between, like retreating and regrouping, and also realizing where do you have your light and strength. Yeah, the Knight of Wands is a really joyful card as well, as you can see. So I think you are almost breaking through, like you're almost finishing this cycle and cutting clear, because you also have the Queen of Swords, which is all about clear thinking, being honest, maybe cutting through some BS. She's the queen that she's not sugarcoating. So this week, I think you could see things what they really are. Finally, seeing a situation for what it is, because the Five of Wands pairing with the Queen of Swords is about a situation, maybe with a friend or with a colleague, and you seeing through this mess. It's like, being in a crowded room where everyone talking over each other and arguing. And normally as an Aries you would jump into fight, but now I feel like this week you are more waiting, holding, and seeing exactly what is going on here. So that messy Five of Wands energy that normally pulls you in, you are not falling for. You really recognizing what is real and what is just ego. I think it's specifically about a situation that you are having with someone. But as soon as step feeding this argument or feeding into other people's noise, you reclaim your power to create. The Empress is about all creation, creative energy. So I think you shift from defending from yourself in this fight and stepping back into your own power. Yeah, the moon as well, as I said with the hermit, like you really stepping back. So you are not in between anymore. You need this time alone to work on yourself, to heal, to step back in your own power, because the King of Wands is pure Aries energy, confident. You know where you're going, you know where to want to lead people. This is really stepping back into your own fire. And this king, the King of Wands, is not just talking, it's actually inspiring people. So I feel like this energy is really available for you this week. But with the Four of Swords, I think your universe is saying like, okay, be the leader, but also know where to take a break, where to nap. And with the Eight of Swords, I feel like you may be getting into this mental uh, trap, like cycling in a spiral, but you are not really stuck. You are just feeling like it's kind of like you standing in a room with an open door by convincing yourself you can't leave. You always can leave because you are not tied up and the power is in your hands. So I think you're gonna break through those invisible walls and you're really gonna spend some time alone and connecting with your own passion and own fire. Yeah, and cutting those connections. So it really feels like this week you're gonna have a situation that happened maybe in the past with someone, but now you can see clearly what was happening, and you're not gonna get involved and you're not gonna get attached to this person again. You're gonna break free and you're gonna focus on yourself, you're gonna focus on creating something better. And I feel like it's more like a co-worker or a colleague that you had this argument or this conflict, but you see the situation clearly now. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You have this Shisha spirit, protection, good luck. The emotion of anger can spur you to accomplish your goal. Yeah, as I said, maybe you are angry about this situation, but it's gonna help you to really step into your power and work on something that really matters to you. Shisha also your spirit of the week. Um, Actually, this one has a legend like this statue came alive and fight a dragon to save a village, but was fighting with his voice. So I can feel like it's this week is really about finding your own voice, finding back the way to your own self. And this spirit is protecting yourself, protecting you this week and helping you to find a way back to yourself. Also, you have the waves, which says you must face the unknown. Yeah, maybe you feel like you didn't want to cut this connection with this person because you don't know where it's gonna take you, how it's gonna affect you. But now you've decided that you're gonna you're gonna step into the unknown and take a leap of faith. So it feels really good this week for you. You're gonna work on yourself a lot. And thank you for being here. I hope this message resonated with you, and I'll see you the next time. Bye for now.